Hey everyone, just want to make a really short video. I want to talk a little bit about one side of Lyme disease that doesn't get discussed as much, and that's mental health. So I've been on treatment for like 16 months with a central line in for that entire time, and I'm having a really hard time with it now. At first it was kind of, this is like, the battle you have to do in order to get to your end goal. And I have had some setbacks. I'm back on track. Being said, my last round of IV meds, I just couldn't do it. It was the biggest physical and mental struggle I've had this entire time. And if I hadn't paid $6,500 for those meds, those 4 + 7 days of meds, that's what it's costing, I wouldn't have taken them. It's just this huge mental block, and I also get tons of anxiety lately. I feel so overwhelmed that just to pay a bill online can seem like a huge deal. And so I have one more round coming up. I think my doctors would say it's the last round anyways, but I've also asked to have an appointment with our surgeon to take the line out as soon as these next 2 weeks coming up are over. I'm really done with it. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is, like I said, just with mental health. I've been thinking of doing this for a long time, making this phone call to our local health, mental health and addictions office. And I haven't. I've been putting it off and trying to work through whatever is going on in my brain on my own. But I'm definitely having a harder time. I get so sad some days, super overwhelmed, crazy anxiety. If it was a 20-year-old me, I would have had bawling panic attacks. I do have enough control and awareness of what's going on in my head to kind of stop myself from getting there, but if I could tell if I were to let it go that I'd be crying super fast. So anyways, I made the call today and I made an appointment to see someone in a couple of weeks. And gave them a really brief description of why I'm going. I said I've been sick for a long time, and at first it didn't seem to faze me at all, but now I am super anxious, super sad, all these things that I just mentioned. And it was kind of awkward almost to tell the person on the phone that. And then so we made the appointment, and when they gave me the date, I reluctantly took it, but I said to her, I just have to forewarn you, that's the day after I finish meds, and I'm starting them on Monday. So I have these 2 weeks on, and I'm supposed to come see you guys that next day. And I said, I don't know if I can make it. I might be puking still. And I said, and this is one of the real things I've been struggling with for the last few years is even just making an appointment for something that's really important. It's hard to do because my health status can change day to day, hour to hour, and it's hard to commit to someone and then have to cancel. And I feel even worse when it's an appointment because it's a waste of the person's time who the appointment's with, and it's an appointment slot that someone else could have had. So I told her. They were, of course, super understanding and whatnot, but so I have an appointment in a couple of weeks, and I'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that maybe just talking will help. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never been to one before, but I think it's about time that I try because I'm not doing the best job at figuring it out myself anymore. So I just wanted to bring it up because it's not something that people talk about, and mental health and Lyme disease are huge. The infection can affect your brain, and it can also, of course, make people so sick that they're just mental health in that situation. They're just sad, they're upset, they're angry. They go through all these emotions from being sick. So it's like a double-edged sword. So I wanted to speak about it a little bit. As uncomfortable as this was, I think it's important for people to know the reality of it, and maybe other people might decide to start talking about it too, and that can be helpful for anyone. All right, thanks for listening.